Picture this: Lewis Hamilton, 7 world championships, more wins than any driver in the history of this sport, signs with Ferrari. The dream move, the one fans had talked about for years. And the first full season he drives for them, he doesn't stand on a single podium. Not one. Now go back 20 years. This same team won 5 championships back to back. They weren't just winning races, they were making the rest of the grid look amateur. So what happened? How does a team go from that to this? And how, right now in 2026, are they somehow climbing back toward the top again? In the late 1990s, Ferrari hadn't won a championship in over 2 decades. The history was there, the money was there, the passion was there, the wins weren't. That changed the moment 3 people walked in. Jean Todt brought discipline, one direction, one standard, no exceptions. Ross Brawn brought strategy so sharp he was planning for situations that hadn't happened yet, while everyone else was still reacting to what was in front of them. And Rory Byrne designed cars with one obsession: simplicity. Fewer moving parts, less that could go wrong, more speed. And then there was Schumacher. He didn't just show up to drive, he rebuilt the culture around himself, brought his own engineers, set the standard for how hard the work had to be, and made second place feel like failure. What followed was 5 championships in a row. The rest of the grid wasn't competing with Ferrari anymore, they were just watching. But nothing stays at the top forever, and the fall, when it came, was slower and uglier than anyone expected. Let's talk about that next. Ferrari didn't collapse overnight. That's what makes this story so painful. After Schumacher left, they kept fighting. Came agonisingly close to championships more than once, losing by single points in final races with everything on the line. But close became the theme, and underneath it, the mistakes crept in. Wrong pit stop calls, wrong strategy decisions. Races handed away when Ferrari had been the faster car on the day. Fans developed a dark humour about it, not if Ferrari would mess up, just when. Then 2022 gave them everything. One of the fastest cars on the grid, Leclerc performing at a career-best level. The first real title shot in years. And they threw it away themselves. Engine failures, strategy blunders. A driver good enough to win a championship, let down by the team behind him, over and over. By the end of that year, the team principal was gone. Ferrari was left standing in the wreckage of their best chance in a decade, quietly asking the question nobody wanted to say out loud. Is something fundamentally broken here? That question needed a very specific kind of answer. And the man they found to give it wasn't who anyone expected. His name was Fred Vasseur. Before Ferrari, he ran Sauber. Small, unglamorous, no headlines, just disciplined, consistent work. That was exactly what Ferrari needed. Vasseur came in and restructured the entire technical department, changed who was responsible for what, changed how decisions got made. The 2023 car was already built when he arrived, so that season was always going to be messy. And it was. But underneath the inconsistent results, the foundation was being quietly relaid. New voices came in, old structures came down. Then 2024 arrived and the difference was immediate. Consistently fast, both drivers at the front, strategy calls that actually made sense. Leclerc won at Monaco, his home race, a result that had somehow escaped him for years. They ended the season second in the championship, 14 points behind first place. 14. After years of being a punchline, Ferrari had rebuilt themselves into genuine title contenders. And then they made one more move, the biggest one of all. Lewis Hamilton was coming to Ferrari. The Hamilton signing felt like the final piece. 7 championships, the all-time wins record. One last shot at glory. in red. Then 2025 started, and almost nothing went right. The car looked lost. Both drivers got disqualified from the same race in China. Hamilton for tyre wear, Leclerc for being underweight by 1 kilogram. Same race, both cars, gone. Hamilton went the entire season without a single podium. The greatest driver in F1 history, finishing in the midfield, race after race, in a Ferrari. Vasseur was nearly fired. Leclerc was reportedly looking for a way out. The team that had been 14 points from a title was now fighting for its own survival. And then Ferrari did something unexpected. They didn't panic. 2026 brought new regulations, a complete reset for every team. Ferrari arrived at that reset having quietly fixed what needed fixing. The car was better. The relationship between Hamilton and the engineers was different. The communication was different. 6 races in, Hamilton sits second in the championship. The car is there. The pace is there. One thing still missing, the win.